Hello, Dream Team. Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dream Team, beautiful people? Welcome to another exciting installment of Life is But a Dream with the Max. My name is Tarato Macheta.
And I'm Petola Machet.
That's right.
Yes, you're going to take us to the house room.
We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you don't know what we do in the house today, we like, subscribe, comment, share. Turn on that notification bell to know every single time we upload a new installment so that you can get us to 60,000 subscribers.
We are crawling.
For the past 2 years. But anyway, we appreciate you. We love you. Yeah.
Dream Team, we are back with another banger. But before we get into this one, we're going to do a love and trivia, né?
For sure.
And we thought that this would be such a great opportunity to talk about what happened at the Oscars.
Yeah, because that was some hard-hitting news.
I feel like it was also like a love and trivia moment because those are the kind of questions that you get in this game, right?
Yeah.
So this morning I was busy getting the lunch ready for the girls, and then my hubby over here comes rushing into the kitchen. And
Hardly rushing, babe.
But babe, you were
That's
just
dramatic. No, I did not do that.
Yeah.
This is because I'm not that guy. My wife knows I'm not dramatic. I'm like, I came to her and I was like, yo, babe, because the kids were around, right? So I was like, yo, babe, check this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready to get into this one?
Yeah. Ready to get into it.
Further.
Let's do it. All right.
He can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
So Chris Rock told a joke.
Is hosting the
Oscars.
Right.
And he told a very distasteful joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, right?
For sure.
About her, G.I. Jane, whatever. If you don't know, Jada has spoken openly about her alopecia, which is an illness where you lose your hair. And Will didn't take kindly to it.
So he basically said, I look forward to seeing you in G.I. Joe 2, like the sequel type thing. Making reference to the fact that G.I. Joe is bald, doesn't have hair. And so that's and the reason Jada doesn't have hair is because she's going through, she has alopecia. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
She has alopecia? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Jada was obviously annoyed. Right? And I think Will, it was sort of a late reaction there because he was annoyed. He was laughing and then 2 seconds later he jumped on stage and
he smacked him. Smacked him. Yeah, upside the head.
And you know, guys, I think my initial reaction was I laughed because I don't know why I laughed because I think I was shocked.
I think we're both shocked and we both didn't know if it was real or if it was staged or whatever. Yeah.
And then I think when he sat down and he started cursing and he was saying, you know, get my
wife out of your mouth.
Name out of your mouth and blah 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 blah. Then I was like, yo, this is real.
For sure.
Right? So my initial reaction, I laughed, I panicked, and then my buzalwane kicked in and I was like, yo, this is not a laughing matter.
Yeah.
This is quite serious.
Yeah.
So I thought we should unpack it.
Okay.
What are your thoughts as a man? What would you have done in that instance?
Yeah, look, my instinct would have wanted to do exactly what he did.
Yeah.
To be quite honest with you, I wasn't mad. I didn't think too deeply about it.
Yeah.
I didn't analyze it at the moment. I was just like, yo, it is what it is. There was a part of me that had a lot of respect for what he did. And then I had to come back to myself and say, no, but was he actually wrong? And I was like, no, he was wrong. Because I said to my wife, because then I went to go and think about it while I was driving the kids to school. And then I came back and I said, look, at the end of the day, violence should never be the answer for anything, you know? So I was very conflicted, because the one part of me was going, yeah, that's a man, like, defending his woman. That's right. You know what I mean? And then on the other hand, I was like, no, but that's not that's not the kind of masculinity that we should be teaching boys. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not how you solve problems. And so it made me interrogate the things that I was taught, not only by my father, I'm talking about society. You know, what are the things that I picked up from society that made me feel like he was justified? Do you know what I mean? To be like, oh yeah, you know, because I wasn't moved, I wasn't shaken. I was like, well, I mean, you talked about a man's woman, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to stand back and say, but wait, that's not how we solve our things.
So you know what I think? Mixed emotions. I get what he did and why he did it, but I also don't condone it. Right? And I think maybe if you look at it, it could be a case of, because you know, sometimes we have levels to these things. We like to what's the word, sort of put weight onto certain things, right? Had he said something bigger, would it have justified? Had he, like, you know, maybe like verbally abused Jada and you know, harassed her, would it have justified him acting in that way, right? Or had he touched Jada inappropriately or whatever? You know, it's a case now of, does the crime fit the punishment, or does the punishment fit the crime? So I feel like he felt like his wife was violated, right? And some people might think, but you know, it was just a joke. But to him, and also remember, he has walked the journey of his wife dealing mentally, psychologically with the loss of, with the disease. But
that shouldn't matter.
No,
do you know what I'm saying? Let's not make a case for it. Or a case, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be, because he walked the journey with her, then he's allowed to be in his feelings.
But what I'm saying is, if he had touched Jada inappropriately, and Will did the same thing, would we now be sitting here and saying violence is not the answer? Or would we say, you know what, actually, it was a natural response for any man?
So are we debating whether an eye for an eye is justified?
I think if someone touched my kids, you know, lay their hands on my kids, I could possibly react in that way.
Listen, if you put your hands on my kids, on my wife, I'm going to jail.
Okay, so
that's just,
so what we're saying here,
but I'm not saying, but hear me out. No, but hear me out. I'm not saying it's right. But I am saying, you put your hands on my kids, on my wife, I'm going to jail.
And I also think that this thing is so multi-layered, you know, and I just feel like it's sad that it happened the way it happened, because Will also won his first Oscar, and he's not trending about that. He's trending about the fact that he slapped a man for dissing his wife. But I think if you listen to, because Will Smith has just released a book and he's been talking a lot about his childhood, that for me feels like a young boy who was reliving a trauma. Because he speaks openly about the fact that he felt like he's failed his mother and he never defended his mom when his dad was abusing him. So Kishore in that moment, he was just like, you know what, this is it. This is my moment
of vindication.
He was probably doing that for so many other issues, not because Chris,
for his mother,
for his mother, for things that people have said about his family over the years. So I just feel like that was a culmination of a lot of issues, and it was unfortunate that it played out on such a big stage.
I think it's a good thing that it played out on such a big stage. Because it forces us to have the conversation. You know, this is my thing. it's not beneficial to anybody if he reacted like that in private, because he would have still reacted like that.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have, you know what I mean? So I agree with you. Yes. Unfortunately, the conversation is not around him winning his Oscar.
Yeah.
But I think it was a very pivotal moment for us to reflect as a society as to where we are, why we are the way that we are. And each and every one of us in our own personal capacities had to go away and figure out for ourselves, like, how do we really feel about this?
Yeah.
You know, and there are two camps out there, and everybody's on Twitter, obviously, and everybody's got a great opinion about it and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, look, guys, I feel like it was a very human response, and human responses are not always right.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying it, right?
Yeah.
But I think it was a very human response in the sense that it's something that there's a part of me that wishes I had the courage to do that in honor of defending my family's honor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so there's that part of me that's going, yo, I wish I had the balls to do something like that. There's the other side that's going, but is it right? And I know that it's not.
Yeah.
Because that's not something that I would want to do, and for my son to look at that and be like,
right.
alright, cool.
Yeah.
Now I know how to handle situations, because
Yeah.
that's not how we
Yeah.
you know. So what should he have done?
You know what?
Yeah.
Nah? I mean, like you said, I think you said it this morning, you said it's not for us to dictate to a victim as
Right.
to how they should
For sure.
deal with situations.
Yeah.
But I think possibly he could have just shouted from where he was sitting to be like, hey, yo!
Yeah. You're not going to disrespect my
You know?
Yeah.
But I think maybe he just wanted to just shut it down once and for all.
Yeah.
That this is my family. You don't cross the line. And for anyone out there, for future reference, you know, don't go there. So I feel like he'll probably reflect back on this moment and feel like I could have handled this better.
One of the things that we're not addressing, and I feel like we're going to do a love and trivia in another video now, because now I just feel
No,
like
we're going to do
on.
a love and trivia now.
So one of the things that we're not speaking about is the fact that right now we are dealing with gender-based violence in our country, and had Chris Rock been Christina Rock,
that is so.
you see,
stupid.
now we're having a different conversation, because now it's like that man would have been in jail.
Yeah.
So now it's like, oh, okay. So it's okay because
it was
it's
a
man to man. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
But if it was a woman.
And also what we're doing is that we're also using that weighted method also, because we're just saying it was just a slap. It could have been something else. It could have been a gun pulled out at him.
Sure.
It could have been because...
And he didn't pull the trigger, but he pulled out a gun.
You see. So with acts of violence, we know that they could also escalate from one thing to another.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. And by the way, guys, I'm submitting myself as well to say, the fact that it was another man, there was something in my mind that went, oh...
Yeah. That's cool. Like man,
like yeah,
Chris can handle it.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's lion on lion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, if it was Tiffany Haddish, you know, that was talking smack, would Will have felt okay with getting up and putting his hands on her? No, of course not.
He wouldn't have.
Of course not.
Yeah. So guys, that was our 2 cents on the defending your family's honor, defending your wife's honor. Like
I said earlier on, because my wife didn't pick up what I was putting down. I said it was a hard-hitting matter, and then she just kept going. I love Saul. Guys, I want to be Saul. When I grow up, I want to be Saul. I want to be Saul.
We the max and we only getting better, ayy.